Every brand wants to have a GMT. They are some of the hottest watches on the market right now, slowly catching up to dive watches. Norqain has launched their GMT, the Freedom 60 GMT, with their Manufacture Caliber NN20-2. The dimensions of the watch fit perfectly into Norqain's ethos of tool watches, built to take a beating, while still looking good. The Norqain Freedom 60 GMT is 40mm wide, 14.5mm thick, with a lug-to-lug of 49.2mm. While it's not a small watch, it wears well thanks to the thoughtful case design. The lugs turn down gently, and small touches like the nameplate on the side of the case break up the lines of the case to help it appear smaller than it really is. The watch has a good amount of heft to it. It feels solid on the wrist, but not cumbersome. It's exactly how I want a tool watch like this to feel like. The hands and markers all stand out against the dark brown dial. They are always shining brightly, and the watch remained readable at all times. Norqain selected a beautiful brown for the dial that complements the gilt-accented hands and markers. I found that it wore similar to the Freedom 60 GMT 3-hander, which is 1mm larger, but this watch has a Gmt complication under the hood. Speaking of the Gmt complication, the movement beating away inside isn't exactly an in-house caliber, but rather a movement made in collaboration with Kinesi, who was founded by Tudor and also owned by Chanel. Those familiar with modern Tudor movements will see some similarity in the design of this movement. One of the benefits of this movement is the true Gmt functionality. This movement allows the wearer to change the main hour hand from the first position of the crown. The hour hand jumps. When traveling, this would be your local time. The GMT hand is operated in the second position. The only real downside to this is that there is no quick set date, but you can quickly go forward or backwards with the hour hand to change the date. This is the third Norqain I've reviewed, and I've been impressed with every one of them. The dial of the Freedom 60 GMT is clean, easy to read, and has a certain level of luxury to it. Even though bronze watches aren't exactly my thing, I love the looks of this watch. Perhaps it is the dial design that speaks to me. For those unfamiliar with bronze watches, the way the case patinas is entirely different than your standard stainless steel case. The bronze will oxidize over time and patina in its own unique way. The layer of oxidation that settles on the case of the watch is exactly that, a layer. If the wearer decides they want their watch to look new again, it can be removed. Or, if you're into chemistry experiments, you can even speed up the oxidation process. Norqain is finding ways to step up and stand out in the crowded entry-level luxury tool watch segment. Bringing in Kinesi to fit some robust movements into their watches is a solid way to go punch for punch with the other leaders in this segment, like Tudor or Tag Heuer. The Freedom 60 GMT certainly deserves a look by those looking for something to stand out from the pack of Black Bay GMTs, especially if your budget is around $4,000. The build quality is certainly there, as is the watchmaking expertise. As long as the storied brand history doesn't matter to you, the Freedom 60 GMT is a serious competitor for your next watch. Thanks for checking out the video review, and for the full written review, head over to watchclicker.com.